It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Ready.
And they'll start on the ground. ETN. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Winslow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Richie James on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Heineke on 1st down. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Heineke. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now Heinicke. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Heinicke to throw it. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they'll throw again. Heinicke. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On second down, Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returning it is Moore. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To throw on 3rd down, Winslow. He's going to look deep for more. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Heineke. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Hurry up. On the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
To throw on 2nd down, Winslow. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, LA! Jameson Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. scoring the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They start the drive with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Cook again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Heinicke from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Getting the ball is Cook, right left. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 3rd down, Heinicke. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run with Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Winslow. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. A first down throw for Heineke. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Heineke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing, Heineke. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just want to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On the double.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Right.
Off play action. Winslow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Winslow. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack goes to Damian Wilson.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On 1st and 10, Winslow. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winslow. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Looking to throw. Winslow. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Past the 20. Pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Winslow. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Gano's kick is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Richie James on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. They're on 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Heineke. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's with number 6. Brings up 7 and 4.
Again, it's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From the gun, Heineke. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Winslow. He's going to look deep for more. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Check right.
Etienne is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at 100% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Heineke over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Heineke on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And some room to run now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Left side, Cook. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A give, this is Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, how about this, the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On third down, Winslow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Set, ready. Ready.
On fourth down, Winslow. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Handoff comes to Cook. Tackle made by Rasheem Green. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So the L.A. Rams